China launches military drills around Taiwan. Tainan restaurant apologizes after overpriced barbecue controversy. Nurse injured in fire drill at Fujian Catholic Hospital. U.S. is making Japan a war-fighting base to deter China. Mexico bans junk food sales in schools to fight child obesity. U.S. on egg hunt in Europe to ease prices at home. Asian stocks tumble as U.S. tariffs fuel slowdown fears. Venice says it will host Bezos' wedding and denies disruption to city.
Hello everyone, I'm Oceana. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It is Tuesday, April 1st, April Fool's Day, and here are our top stories. In local news, the PLA Eastern Theater Command began joint drills around Taiwan on April 1st, involving land, naval, air, and rocket forces. The exercises focus on combat readiness, blockade operations, and precision strikes, serving as a warning against Taiwan independence forces. A customer at Tainan's Gyeogozo was shocked by a $15,400 bill, including $5,500 and $4,600 for 2 meat plates. The restaurant apologized but faced backlash for initially reserving legal action, later removing the statement. Netizens criticized the high prices, especially $880 for 8 slices of yam. A nurse at辅仁Catholic Hospital fell from the 2nd floor during a fire drill due to a suspected equipment failure. The incident, caught on video, sparked criticism over safety measures, with netizens questioning the hospital's handling of the exercise. And in global news, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth called Japan on Sunday an indispensable partner in deterring growing Chinese assertiveness in the region and announced upgrading the U.S. military command in Japan to a new war-fighting headquarters. Hegseth, who is on his first Asia trip with Japan as his second stop, also stressed the need for both countries to do more to accelerate the strengthening of their military capability as the region faces China's assertive military actions and a possible Taiwan emergency.
I look forward to discussing the need for credible deterrence in this region, including across the Taiwan Strait. And Japan is our indispensable partner in deterring communist Chinese military aggression.
Speaking on condition of anonymity, Japanese defense officials said his comments serve as reassurance at a time when Japan has been concerned about how U.S. engagement in the region may change under President Donald Trump's America First policy. Trump has also threatened to impose trade tariffs on Japan, further raising concerns. In July, Japan and the U.S. agreed to upgrade the command and control of both the Japanese military and U.S. forces in the country, a major structural change under the Biden administration aimed at bolstering joint operational and response capabilities. Japan hosts more than 50,000 U.S. troops.
And officials said that a government-sponsored junk food ban in schools across Mexico took effect on Saturday, as the country attempts to tackle one of the world's worst obesity and diabetes epidemics. The health guidelines, first published last fall, directly target salty and sweet processed products that have become staples for generations of Mexican school children, including sugary fruit drinks, packaged chips, artificial pork rinds, and soy-encased chili-flavored peanuts. It also encouraged parents to support the government's crusade by cooking healthy meals for their kids.
Announcing that the ban had become law, Mexico's education ministry posted on X, "Farewell, junk food." Public Health Secretary Mario Delgado said, "One of the core principles of the new Mexican school system is healthy living. There's a high level of acceptance of this policy among parents." Mexico's ambitious effort to reshape its food culture and influence the next generation of consumers is being closely watched worldwide as governments struggle to combat the global obesity epidemic. Under the new policy, schools must phase out any food or beverage displaying even one black warning label indicating high levels of salt, sugar, calories, or fat. Mexico implemented its compulsory front of package labeling system in 2020.
The U.S. government is on a global egg hunt, seeking imports from European and other countries to ease a severe shortage that has driven grocery store egg prices to record highs. According to European industry groups, the U.S. Department of Agriculture has approached Germany, Italy, Poland, and Sweden to help address the shortage caused by a bird flu outbreak. However, supplying eggs to the U.S. presents challenges for foreign producers. Even if they are eager to share, European countries don't have many surplus eggs.
It is due to their own avian flu outbreaks and growing domestic demand ahead of Easter. However, one of the biggest obstacles is the U.S. approach to preventing salmonella contamination. U.S. food safety regulations require fresh eggs to be sanitized and refrigerated before reaching shoppers, whereas in the European Union, safety standards mandate that grade A eggs be sold unwashed and without extended chilling. Hans-Peter Goldnick, president of the German Egg Association, said, "These are two systems that could not be more different." Other countries the U.S. government contacted include Austria, Norway, Spain, and Denmark.
Asian share markets tumbled on Monday, driven by concerns that the broad and steep U.S. tariffs set to be announced this week could affect trade-reliant emerging economies, many of which have large trade surpluses with the U.S. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan shed nearly 2%, while a gauge of Asian emerging market equities also plunged 2% to its weakest point since early March. Most equities in emerging Asian countries fell to multi-month lows on a final trading day of the quarter, although major markets in Southeast Asia were closed for public holidays.
But take a look at trade with Asia, and I wouldn't say anybody is treated as fairly or nicely, but we are going to treat them, we're going to be much more generous to them in terms of heart.
South Korea's Kospi dropped 3% to an 8-week low, as the East Asian nation is the most vulnerable in Asia to U.S. auto tariffs. Taiwan, one of the dirty 15 inches economies with high trade surpluses with the U.S., faces risks due to its exports of high-tech products such as semiconductors. Its benchmark index plunged 4%, while its dollar hovered near a 9-year low. The electronics component maker has lost more than half its value since reaching an all-time high last November, due to concerns over core earnings and stretched valuations. Foreign investors pulled more than $4 billion from Southeast Asian stocks in the March quarter, marking the largest combined outflow since 2020.
Venice confirmed on Saturday that it will host the wedding of multi-billionaire Jeff Bezos and fiancée Lauren Sanchez, denying reports that the famous Italian city will be invaded by hundreds of celebrities and face possible disruptions for citizens and tourists. In a brief statement, the city did not give a date for the wedding, but Italian media have reported it will take place between June 24th and June 26th, with several days of celebrations. The statement read, "The many speculations and fake news circulating about Jeff Bezos' wedding are completely unfounded."
Among others, George and Amal Clooney celebrated their wedding in Venice in 2014. The city said that only 200 guests would be invited, a number easily accommodated without any disruption to the city, its residents, or visitors. It noted that it has broad experience handling international events, much larger than this. Several reports in both Italian and international media suggested that Bezos' wedding organizers had already booked rooms at Venice's main luxury hotels and reserved a large number of gondolas and water taxis for a few days in late June, which are mainly used by locals and tourists for daily transportation.
The answer for yesterday was B, alleviate. When people suffer from severe pain, doctors often prescribe medication to help alleviate their discomfort and improve their quality of life. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Mexico bans junk food sales in schools to fight child obesity. Number 1, tackle, 处理, 解决. The government must tackle the issue of pollution to protect the environment. Number 2, obesity, 肥胖. Obesity is a growing problem in many developed countries due to poor eating habits. Number 3, compulsory, 强制的,必须的. In some countries, it is compulsory for children to attend school until the age of 16. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. Also known as All Fool's Day and celebrated every year on April 1st, April Fool's Day is a holiday when people play pranks on each other and try to trick their friends and family. The origins of April Fool's Day are unclear, but it is believed to have originated in ancient Rome as a festival called Hilaria. The holiday has since spread around the world and is now celebrated in many countries. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune into Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm your host, Oceana. I'll see you next time.